So over here, I joined the members of the list of my car list together, and I returned them as a string. Have you gotten it? Give me a second. Let me get rid of this.
Like we cannot see your screen now.
Uh, can you see it now? Can you see it?
Yeah.
So if I run this, is it too small? It's okay.
Yes, I can see.
Yeah. You can a little bit. I think it's okay. You can just run it.
Yeah, I'm coming. I need to read the question again. I think I'm doing something wrong here. Why the function? That takes a strange parameter and returns a new string with all the characters of the alphabet that are not in it. Okay, so I don't have to pass in there. I just don't have to pass in, so I can just pass in any particular string I like over here. And maybe we could just make it, let's say so. So, of course, my name is Zapi. So, my name is Zapi. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. It's doing exactly that. So, um, I want to let me copy this and see if it works the reverse way. Oops. Control Shift C. Paste it in there, and let's see if this would work. Yeah. I believe you can see. I believe you guys can see what I'm trying to do here. So the thing is, I don't think the question says it has to use the test miss. It has to use the test miss list. That is for the third, I think. That is for part. That is for the later part of this part 2, I believe. Oh, the implementation should use histogram. For the histogram function, it should also use the global variable alphabet. It should use the global variable directly, not through an argument or local copy. It should loop over the tree, the letters in the alphabet to determine which are missing from the hymn record. One hymn should combine the list of missing letters into a string and return a string. Write a loop. Okay, so this is probably the third part. Okay, write a loop and call each missing. So forget that. So the first part of this part 2, which is here. Give me a second. Says that we should create a function which is called in my list and just check as we were doing. So probably just check. I don't know. I don't know how to say this, but I think I sound like something right now. But I believe you get what I'm trying to say. It's just to get the characters and print out which of them. For instance, if I say ABCD, if I pass in ABCD as a string, you should print the rest of the characters from D up to Z. That is basically what it should do. If I say Z, XYZ, then it should print all characters from A up to.
Which are missing, right?
You said?
It should print out the missing characters,
Yes,
right?
missing characters from the alphabet. So for instance, if I pass in this particular string right now, it's going to print out something similar to my name. So like Zapi, but in alphabetical order. You can see A P Y Z. Though my name has PP, but you get the whole idea. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you understand how I implemented this particular function. Do you also have to go over it again?
I'm reading it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of sort of what I was trying to do. It's just I didn't do go. I forgot some things, some steps.
Yeah. But do you understand it? Like, oh,
Yes.
okay. Quick, what about you? Do you?
For me, I think I have to go. I have to study it, but I think it's okay. I haven't read the text yet, but I understand like most of the things how it should do, so it's okay.
Okay. Um, okay. So, okay. Then if that is it, then we should just go on with the other loop, right? With the third one. But don't you think there's a better way we could do this? I think my codes are just too long and clumsy, and
Like you can make it more easier, right?
I believe so, but I don't have any idea of how to do that.
In alphabets. Hmm.
Well, I don't know how you can make it easier. You do have to define H with the histogram. You do have to define the H key, and assign it to the list with keys.
Yeah.
You have to put my characters with an empty list. Uh, the global alphabet, that kind of confuses me because it says
Okay.
where is it?
Give me a second. Let me just open up. Mm,
Use global variable. Does that alphabet?
yeah.
So does that mean to use it outside the function or use it inside the function? Not
I'm trying to reference this from the textbook so that I'm trying to get the why I did that from the textbook. So this would like you could. Um, I don't think I'm even close. Uh, uh, okay. Dictionary. Okay. Okay. So you can just read probably the global variables under the dictionaries and you understand why I did that. The thing is, how I understood it is like if you are going to reference a variable that has been declared in the global state, a variable that has been declared outside the function, if we call that particular, or if you try to reference that particular variable inside the function will create a local copy of it. So it's not going to use that particular variable directly. And if you try to update that variable using in the function, sometimes what I learned from the book, it says that it's not going to work. So when the function terminates, whatever value that it is supposed to assign to the global variable would also be destroyed alongside. So for instance, over here, it declared a variable called being called, which is false. And he changed the value of being called to true or the object to true. And so he's what he yeah, and he flagged it as wrong because when this function finish running, the value of being called goes back to false. And in order to prevent that, in order to make the value of being
correct.
called to remain true, even after the function terminates, you have to use this particular keyword, which is global. So you have to call global and call the being called function, a being called variable. So the in that
Okay.
case, so just give me a second. Let me open up my terminal and save. So in that case, the bin code, I don't know. I'm not so good with talking, so I'm finding it somehow difficult. So bin code equals false, false, def ex, exp. So let's just say, I believe you can see my what I'm typing out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let me just zoom in a bit. So just say code mode equals true. So his point is this thing is not going to work. So it's going to. So if I call the function ex, if I run this function and I go back to check if the value of the being called has been updated, and it hasn't. Have you seen? So this function is
Yeah, I
actually
see.
supposed to update the value of this variable to true, but and I've run the function over here, but when I try to get the value of the variable, it is still false, which means it's not working correctly. So according to him, according to Donnie, I think the correct way to do this is to make the you have to call you have to let the function use the global variable or the variable outside the function straightforward, so it doesn't have to create a local copy. I mean, when you do this, the function will create a local copy of this particular variable, and after it terminates, after the function terminates, that local copy of the variable get destroyed alongside. So you actually have to make the function use the global variable directly, so it doesn't have to create a copy of it. So to do that, you have to use the global keyword and call the enter the name of the variable. So called equals to true. So if I dve so now you can see that the value of being called has been updated to true. So basically that is why I used
Global.
yeah, that is why I used the global over there.
Okay. I understand. I understand.
Okay. Wait a second. That is why I use the global over there. And over here, I've checked. It's more like I loop through the alphabet. I loop through the list alphabet. I don't know if it's a list or it's. Let me see. Okay, it's just a variable. It's not a list. So I loop through the list, the string alphabet or the variable alphabet to get the individual characters. Now I check each of those characters. So if the character is not in this particular list, which is a list of all the characters all the characters in the string. I believe you're getting me. So the H key is going to give me, it's a list of all the characters in the string that I derived from the histogram, um, the return value of the histogram or the H, the value of the H. So to check the individual characters of alphabet, and if a character in alphabet is not present in the H key list, then it's going to append that character to this empty list that I have created over here. And in the end, because it's appending to it, it's going to list it like, say, a, let me just use figures. 1, 2, 3. It's going to do something like this. And if I try to return this, um, if I return just that, it's not going to work because the the question asked us to put it together or join them together as a string and return. So if I do this, it's going to print it all one per row or one of the characters per row. Okay, it's not even doing that. It's printing the whole list out. So the question asks you to join it and make it a list, make it a string, like as one string. That is why I used to join. And over here is just what you separate the individual characters. So if I put slash over here, it's going to use that to separate all the characters. If I put a space, it's going to use that to separate all the characters, you can see. But if I just get rid of it, then it's going to put it all together as one string, and or maybe one word or whatever, however, if that is a word at all, and print it out. So basically that is what it's doing. And I don't know how further I could explain this.
You're doing good so far.
Yeah. It's bad explaining.
Okay. So
oh, come on, Caroline.
how are we going to, okay, so how are we going to get it to return the string of, because I still don't see that. I hear, I see you explaining it. Can you make a print statement so that it shows us?
Well, so it returns a string of what?
Well, it's supposed to go through.
I think you're supposed to add the H key equal, and then like basically compare it and then put a plus sign plus your H. I'll type it in.
Okay, I'm going to give you access to my mouse so that you could allow us. So, Caroline, can you point out to where you mean? I've given you access. Except use my mouse and point to where you mean.
Is it? I don't know if it's working.
It's not working.
No.
I'm coming. Okay. Is it working? Is it working now?
I don't think so.
It is. I can see you moving.
It might be a little slow.
I'll be right back.
Okay, sure.
Is it? No, it's not working for me.
Okay. I think then I would need to.
Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, hi, I'm in the 7. Replacing translucent. That was the soul. It's fairly dry, but
Okay, so my point is,
according for duty.
what exactly were you trying? This particular place, right? Is that what you mean? Alright. Is that what you were referring to, Caroline?
I just sent it in the chat. So I was saying if we put that, we're adding both of them together. So when you're able to print it, you should be able to combine whatever's missing.
All right.
So over here.
Great.
It should be like right before the return.
I think this is going great.
Do you mind sharing your screen so you can show us what you mean? I'm not able to get you.
I don't have what you have.
Yeah,
I'm
so
just following along what you have.
So I'm going to put the code in in the Telegram, and you could just copy it and you can just copy it and show us. So maybe I could forward send it to you.
How are you guys doing?
We're hanging in there.
Has Butcher contacted you?
Completely ghosted.
Do you think he killed Madeline Stilwell?
Like he did, but
Okay, I can see what you mean here. HK is equal to, but the HK is going to be a list. So if you join them, it's just going to be a list of all the characters. Caroline, it is the H.
right. About 5'10", 165, black hair, wearing knockoff jeans and sneakers, probably.
The H key is a list of all the characters that are present in the strange, and we are trying to return the list of characters that are not present in the strange. So probably if we are appending, if we would append or add these to H. I get you. This thing is confusing me. Um, come on, guys. Can we just skip to the other question? Like I don't know. I'm unable to get what you mean, Caroline. I'm sorry. Can we just move on to the next question, like the next part of the question? So maybe after that we could all just put our minds together and see how we'll do it. What do you think? I believe I'm here alone. Okay. Right, over the street. Yes, please. Call this is a street. Wait, listed AA. I'll check it up for AA spaces. Okay, so just say for car and space.
I'm back.
Okay, welcome. You're welcome. And write a loop over the string text missing and call missing with each string. Point line for. Okay, so probably it's gonna be like point car and let's say missing letters passing the car. Just copy it. Yeah. So, well, I think this is what you mean, right? Is this not what you mean? The loop, this loop, is that not what you were talking about? Hello? Wow.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. That looks similar to what I was trying to do.
Sorry. Hey, Kweku. Kweku. Okay, I think he's asleep. Hey, Kweku.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. No, I'm back.
I told you he's sleeping, so.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you think.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly.
Like it's my voice not there. Like
You're still asleep?
no. Yeah. So 24 challenger test. Let's send print this parameter. No. Printer is missing letter. Can you press missing letter? Your voice.
No,
Is my voice breaking or something?
no, it's fine. I can hear you.
No, I hear you fine.
Okay. I don't know. I'm confused right now. Like the last four chat in test missing. From there.
Okay, so this is my logic. The question says that
Because when the definition on top, it prints out the missing letters, right? That one is fine.
let me copy the question.